Hello everyone and welcome back to Monotonous Minecraft, episode 68. We're going to do a very special episode today related to the Team Trees videos that have been going around all day long when I'm recording this. This is the Friday, well technically I guess it's Saturday right now in my time zone, but let's call this the Friday. I haven't slept yet. The Friday before the Sunday that I was upload on. I already have an episode ready to go, but I'm going to push that back a week so I can join Team Trees. No one asked me why, because I'm not a well-known YouTuber, which is fine. But I'm still going to participate. For those of you who don't know, Team Trees, it started, I swear, on Twitter. I remember it happening. It was a very silly thing. I'm going to use... What I'm going to do in this video... I'm going to jump around a lot because I just got this idea and I thought it was good. So what I'm going to do to kind of push the idea of this fundraiser, I'll have links down below. I'll also put some info cards up, which you know I never do because I watch on a PS3, so I don't see those cards. But other people don't. So if you don't, click on the links, go donate. So the whole thing came from a Mr. Beast video when Mr. Beast hit 20 million views. Someone on Twitter commented that he should plant 20 million trees. I remember seeing that and thought it was hilarious. Well, it turns out that that's what they're kind of trying to do. So the idea is 20 million trees by 2020. And so they've spent, it sounds like 5 months getting a bunch of YouTubers together to plant these trees. Some have been doing it manually, and in addition to that, they've teamed up with the Arbor Day Foundation so that every dollar that gets donated, they'll plant one tree. So $20 million for 20 million trees. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of trees. But the thing of it is that the United States alone has 330 million plus people. So if each one of us gave $1, we'd hit that way further. So the reason I chopped down these birch trees is because I want to plant some birch trees as kind of a reminder of what we're doing here. Do these birch trees help? No, of course not. They don't count as part of the 20 million. But I just want, my viewers and everyone else who might stumble across this video to remember to go out there to the sites, donate $1 per tree. Let's get some trees planted by the end of the year. So I'm going to go to an empty spot over here. I'm blocked by my own pathway. See, I knew this was going to happen. I'm also planning ahead. Like, what video do I have to do next? I have to build some bridges across this stupid ice path. Although it's a really fast ice path. So I'm going to go out to the flat area I just kind of created out near the side of my gold farm. And what we're going to do is plant a bunch of trees just in the middle of these light squares. So they're not going to be very dense, but it'll be a nice little birch forest out here. I forgot I had a house out there. So in between this 2-story house and the gold farm is where we're probably planting these. I'm just going to do birch forest. I'm going to plant what I get now. I just remembered I need to go back and collect all the ones for the trees I just chopped down and forgot about. Oops. I'll get those and just plant a giant square of trees out here. You know what? I might have some more birch saplings over there in this one of these buildings too. So let me collect a bunch of those. We're going to plant a whole bunch of trees in this space in front of us here. Let me get these birch saplings, take a nap, and we'll jump back into our planning. Alright, I didn't have many birch saplings in that building, but I had a few. So let's line this up. We still want to make this look pretty. So yeah, we're going to just start planting them in the middle of these sections here. And I'm just going to go down and see how far we get. We'll probably only plant, let's see, we've got a stack, almost a stack and a half. Let's call that our target. Maybe if we can do 2 stacks, which would be like 2 giant squares about 64 by 64, which is how many chunks? A lot of chunks. Let's see, 64 by 64 is 4 chunks. So 8 chunks worth. That would totally work. What, you can't plant trees on sand? I should not have been standing on sand when I did that. I'm paranoid about falling. We've talked about this before. The videos I've watched, I haven't actually watched the Mr. Beast video on this yet. I started with Mark Rober's. Then I watched... who else did I watch? I know I watched Linus Tech Tips. I watched Smarter Every Day. I watched I Like to Make Stuff. They all have had different videos talking about this. Have I already burned through all those saplings? Oh, that was a short stack. I was very confused. So yeah, I would definitely watch Mark Rober's. I would watch Mr. Beast too, since he was the one who kind of started this whole thing. Well, definitely started this whole thing. Mark Rober, though, has an interesting thing on showing why it's important to plant trees, why it works to plant trees in North America, even though we're losing a lot of the rainforest in South America. And also just, you know, real quick primer or primer, I've heard it both ways recently, so I'm very confused. Introduction, let's call it, on how we can see that climate change is definitely been caused by man-made usage by people using fossil fuels. Hey, look, we already got a tree. I might have to chop some of these trees down just to get some more saplings to plant more trees. But we're going to keep going. How many do we have? We're going to fill out this whatever rectangle it is I created. So yes, whatever you can spare is good. Right now I don't spare a lot, but I'm hoping to put at least 20 bucks for 20 trees. If you're an adult, especially an adult with a job, go ahead and put some money towards it. If you're a kid, talk to your parents about putting money towards it. I think it was Mark Rober talked about asking for Christmas. My kids always choose a charity for donating to for Christmas. Usually it's to animals. This year they can still choose animals. I'm going to choose trees. It's good to be part of big things like this because it kind of gets the word out. Lets people know that, you know, these things are important for us. Dolphins under trees. I'm gonna plant all of these. I'm gonna have one that's off like that. I'm gonna miss one that's off and be really bothered by it. I'm out of saplings. Let's run back to where I chopped down those other ones and see if I have any more there. You know, I remembered I had a bunch of birch stuff in my concept hut here. I bet there's some saplings in there I can grab. I should only need a stack or so to finish up the rectangle I've been building. Birch, birch, stuff, birch. I've been grabbing a lot of the wood from the old woodland mansion. Oh yeah, there we go. We got a full stack. And one. I'll whip around still to the tree farm and see what I got there. But yeah, I've been moving all the supplies I got from the woodland mansion over here just to get those chests off the beach I left over there. Although I still think there's like, I don't know, I had 9 originally, something like that, and I think there's still 5. So there's a lot of materials when you tear down a woodland mansion. It's kind of unbelievable. Oh, I hear a drowned. Let's see if any of this stuff despawned. Hit the button. Yeah, I need to... Well, shoot, I probably should break these at least to get these trees to grow anyway. Oh, come on! Tree just sprang up in front of my face. Oh, there goes one. And another. Alright, I'm going to check some places around here. Try to keep that loaded so the old leaves, try to drop some more saplings. And then, whoa, I'm going to eat. And then we'll go back, plant the rest of these, and wrap this video up. Alright, I've run around to a bunch of my houses. Found another, I don't know, half stack almost. So not many. But I will go through, plant these. Miss some. So I think I've talked before about how much I dislike trees on this game. But I think mostly I dislike them because they're always in, like, you know, the bottom section there. See, I'm going to do that. They're on mountain, like the jungle mountains. I hate clearing those out because, you know, they're hard to. If you notice, there's kind of a path been cut through the map right now, down in the jungle, because I've just been setting fire to it. Splitting it into two parts, and then I'll split it smaller and smaller and smaller. Because with the tree farm, I don't need all that wood, and I'll still gather some here and there. Even though jungle saplings don't drop that many, or jungle trees don't drop that many saplings. Okay, that was right. But yeah, so my plan for that section is to just burn most of the trees down, and then, you know, terraform as normal. There's got to be a more efficient way of doing this that doesn't give me a headache, which this is doing. Alright, so I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep doing this until I get all these spaces filled in. And we have a nice dark green patch on our map. Just another reminder, if you're skipping ahead just see what's going on, and you get to this part, follow the links in the description, follow the links. I'm going to keep the info card up the entire video, so you can pause, jump around, always get to the same link. There are different donation spots. If you go to one of the other YouTubers, I will try to set this up as a fundraiser, but because I'm not like an earner, I don't know if I can do that yet. I doubt if I can. But if you link to any of the other YouTubers I mentioned, which I'll link all their videos down below, go to one of theirs, click the fundraiser link, and YouTube is actually going to pay for all of the, what's the word I'm looking for? All the fees, the donation fees. So that is a very cool thing. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Let me keep doing this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough. It's going to be close. It's going to be very close. So I'm going to have to chop down a couple of these shorter ones to get more saplings. But let me finish planting these. We'll see where we are. Chop down some trees if I need to. I'm definitely going to need to. Alright, so there we go. A nice little birch forest. Supernatural, like totally straight lines, just like you see in nature. It's interesting to note that it's like one solid green sheet from above. Yeah, let's get it out of the way a little bit so we can see it. There's some saplings in the middle and on the edges that need to be filled in, but I mean, not filled in, they're there. They just need to grow. Like this one right here. Hi, little one. But yeah, there's our giant forest. Planted in Minecraft. To remind everyone to go plant some trees. Donate some money so the Arbor Day Foundation will plant trees. Tell everyone you know about this. You know, we're trying to get 20 million trees by 2020. That's a lot of trees and only 2 months to do it. But that's okay. Halloween's coming up, and what says Halloween more than planting trees, right? I think so. Tell kids as they're trick-or-treating at your house. Okay, maybe not tell the kids. Tell any parents that are with them though. And if you're someone who doesn't think that, you know, climate change is actual a real thing that's been driven by man's actions, that's fine. Trees look cool. So plant some trees. As always, I'm going to walk around. This is kind of spooky. I'm going to wait till night. I'm going to do a horror episode. I'll walk slow because I'm too hungry to run. Anyway, as always, like, comment, subscribe. Click the links, donate some money, plant some trees. I'll talk to y'all.